We are looking today at a brand new day. We are in the week of Sukkot and enjoying the Chol HaMoed. And one of the things that we're looking at today is the portion in Ein Yacov, Berachot. And we're talking a little bit about the good and evil inclination. We're looking at page 59 in Ein Yacov. When we learn in the Baraita that Rabbi Yosef HaGalili says the righteous are controlled by the good tendency. As it says, my heart is slain within me, based on Psalms 109:22. David, in effect, is saying, my Yetzer Hara is as if dead. I dominate it completely. The wicked are controlled by their evil tendency, as it says. The evil tendency says to the wicked, don't be afraid of God. Psalms 36:2. Average people are controlled by both tendencies, the Yetzer Hara, or the Yetzer Tov and the Yetzer Hara. The good and evil inclinations are fighting each other, as it says, because he stands at the right hand of the needy to save him from those who control him. Psalms 109, verse 31. And those refers to both the good and the bad inclination. Rava said, for example, I am in the category of the average. This is Rava, which is an incredible chacham. And he's considered himself the average. And now said Abaya to Rava, you don't allow anyone to live. How is that? Because by him saying that he was just the average, he brings everybody else as Rasha. It's wicked. If a tzaddik like you, Rava is only average, then what is everyone else? Rava said, a man knows about himself whether he is righteous or wicked. Rava further said the world was created for either the completely righteous or for the completely wicked. Notice it doesn't say for the average. The wicked receive rewards in this world for the few good deeds they perform. The righteous receive their reward in the world to come. This according to Rashi. Rava said the world was created only for Achav, the son of Omri. Achav, we know, was a very wicked king from the descendant of David. And yet it says that the world was created only for Achav, referring to this wicked king. And for Rabbi Hanina ben Dosa, for Achav, son of Omri, the wicked king, this world was created. For Hanina ben Dosa, the world to come. In other words, he did not receive, he lived like a very poor man, Rabbi Dosa, and he was very much afflicted and had very little pleasure in this world. Where in contrast, Rabbi Achav was a very wealthy man and enjoyed all the pleasures of this world, giving the understanding that in the world to come he would be deprived of all of this. Now this brings into mind everything that's going on in the world. If anyone has seen the news and begins to say, what is this? All of these accusations coming out of years after 30, 40, 50, 60 years after a person lived, with all of these accusations of sexual abuse and all of these different types of abuses. And the rational human being will ask themselves, why are they bringing all of these things up now after so many years have passed by? Why haven't they brought it up at the point when it happened, not after years that it happened? Is there any logic in this? Why are they doing this? Obviously, there are political reasons that we're seeing that's taking place. And of course, we see this is taking place in all the spectrums of the world, political, religious, and every which way. When something wrong happens, it's got to be addressed at the time it's done. As a matter of fact, there's a halakha that refers to that. When a woman is raped in the field, if she doesn't scream, there is a cloud as to the possibility that, in fact, she was not resisting. There's a whole bunch of other issues on that. One thing is very clear. We are living in a very different world where the Yetzer Hara, where the evil inclination does bring people to its knees, and the Yetzer Tov bringing the righteous up, as it were, separating between the good and the evil. And the average person today have to deal with such influences that we're battling one with another. And this tells us that basically as we give ourselves over to Torah, gives ourselves over to that which is good, we strengthen the Yetzer Tov within us to be able to overcome the Yetzer Hara. Now, one thing is very clear. David, it says he was able to bring it all down. He was able to slay the Yetzer Hara, something which will take place when the epoch of the Messianic time will take place, where the hearts will be changed. It will be completely circumcised, which is one of the arguments that I present to a lot of my fellow, or not my fellow, but my Christian friends that watch my videos in Spanish, and that is the fact that the quote-unquote Brit Chadashah hasn't become a reality because people are still following the evil inclination and are dominated by the evil inclination, even within the Christian world. With all of this born-again experiences that they say they have, yet the reality is that the new agreement, the new covenant, as it were, hasn't been realized, hasn't been actuated in their lives, which means that they still have, in dealing with what they call the temptations of the desires of the flesh, something which during the Messianic time will completely be removed from all human beings, and therefore their only choice will be to serve HaShem with a pure, sincere heart, which is what we cry for that epoch to come, to cleanse this world of all of the human frailties that we currently have. And may HaShem help us, as we see in Sukkot, be able to have God among us, God with us, God through us, so that all godliness will take control of this world. This is the idea of having Malchut in Eretz, in this world, in this Olam. May Hashem bless you and give you of His portion of good and grace and kindness, which is a great portion indeed. Shabbat Shalom to all of you. And Hag Sameach, as we go and celebrate very soon, Simchat Torah. Shalom, shalom.